Hello, my name is Anthony, and this is my Ghost Gun mechanic. It is essentially going to be like a Ghostbusters gun that's used to shoot at a ghost, and it will drag it over to a trap and down into the trap once it gets above it. My core features are going to be needed sphere trace detection so that the gun can actually detect the ghost when you're shooting out towards it. Ghost pull mechanic. It needs to be brought over to the trap and then down into the trap. I want the ghost to shrink as it drops down into the trap, and once we get to the trap, I want it to destroy the actor or the ghost so that it looks like it is captured. We're going to use some visual effects like beam visuals and camera shake to insinuate that it's a little bit of a struggle to get the ghost in there. Sphere trace detection. We need to sphere trace. I'm going to use the gun from Unreal Engine that is already in the game, but I'm turning off the projectile, and we're just going to have a sphere trace that shoots out and detects if our sphere has a tag on it that says it's a ghost. We're just going to tag that. I'll go ahead and pop in here and show you real fast. So let's go into the weapon, and off of left click, that's going to be our enhanced input action. We are going to be making a sphere trace. We're using a socket location to do the beginning of our location for this, and an offset so that it's kind of off and to our right, like we're holding our weapon. And then it's got a range of 500 on it, added on to the camera rotation and angle to determine where it's going to end. And I made it 50 in radius so that it shoots out and shows right in front of us, kind of like a beam. That's what we're going for. I'll show you that real fast. Like right here. And then the ghost pull mechanic. The ghost will get pulled towards the trap upon activation. So once that beam that we just shot out hits the ghost that we have out there, if it has a tag, it'll start moving it towards a trap that we have laid out in the level. And that's what this does. Right after our sphere trace hits an actor, and if it has the tag that says that it's our ghost, and it is a ghost, we're checking to see if it is. And then we're going to say the ghost is moving. That's one of our variables here to let us know that these effects need to be activated or that the ghost needs to be moving towards our trap. And this is our location here. We've got the actor's location, and then we've got the trap reference to tell us exactly where to go. We're using V interps to get there, and then to get down to it. That's what these two are. And as we drop down, let's shrink. Let me show you how that is. Over here. If we hit the ghost, he starts moving over there. If we stop, he stops. Once we get close, he starts fighting us. It's going to drop down in there once it reaches the trap. Poof. All right. The ghost shrinking. That was there in the same section. We come in here into our same spot. If we're dropping down into the trap, it's also going to change the scale. So it will make it basically disappear. We're going to get its size, drop it down to 0 on all accounts. That's what makes it disappear here. So I had a weird beeping on the computer there for a second. I wasn't quite sure what that was. And he disappears. He's in the trap. That's where he's at. Trap interaction. It gets caught on the trap. That was there at the end. I can show you the code for that as well. It goes trap. We've got collisions here. This top big collision is the one that it tells the ghost when it has reached the top of the trap so that it'll start to shake and start to drop down instead of going horizontally. It'll go vertically down. And then our little pill down here, that's the one that destroys it. So it checks to see if it's a ghost. If it is, it destroys the target and it gives us a flash of light. We just have a point light here that pops up for half a second. We went ahead and added the visual beams, as you can see when I shoot the gun. Just some simple wave effects from Niagara. And the camera shake once it gets to the top of the trap. It starts to shake insinuating the ghost is fighting back because it's getting close to being captured. I ran into a couple of issues. It was a lot more challenging than I thought to get the ghost to actually move towards the trap and then to move down towards it and shrink at the same time. I had to look up some stuff and get that going. In the future, I plan on adding sounds to it to make it better and maybe some better visuals. Those were just really temporary to get something in there to let you know that you were hitting a target and that it was actually moving and doing what it needed to do. The sound will definitely help with that as well. Thanks for tuning in.